Best things from the Star Wars prequels, even though they're crap. If you're going through each one, I'm going to say part 1, anything with Darth Maul was cool. He actually had a mystique to him that was interesting that they never got back in any of the subsequent ones. And that's really it. Attack of the Clones doesn't even have that. Attack of the Clones doesn't really have... I like when it shows all the Geonosians that they're working on the Death Star. That's kind of neat. But Revenge of the Sith is not good, but it has some great parts. One of the best scenes in any Star Wars movie is in Revenge of the Sith, in when Anakin goes to the opera to talk with...
You're like, really? You're gonna break the compressor.
You've seen Roger Rabbit now, so you know what I'm talking about.
That new fucking setup we got.
But anyway, Revenge of the Sith had a scene where Anakin goes to the opera or whatever with Palpatine, and their conversation there is really, like, chilling. And then I think when they actually make Darth Vader is awesome. When they first put the helmet on, and you hear that shrill, like, the air sucking out of the helmet, and the theme kicks in. Dun, dun, dun. I thought that, you could say whatever about before and after that, but I thought that moment was played really well. Seeing the mask come down, and then it locks, and then...
Yeah, I mean, you spent 3 movies waiting for that moment.
Yeah, and then it all quiet... Dun, dun, dun. And then you don't get any sound for a second, and then... like the first breath. I thought that was extremely well played. I didn't even give a shit, honestly, after that when he is ripping out and he's yelling no. I didn't even care about that. I don't think it's a great part, but it didn't bother me. But even forget that. Just the moment where they put the helmet on, I think it's really good. Oh, and you know what? I will say, the one character that actually feels like they develop in the prequels, the only one, is Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan actually feels like he develops and changes over the course of them. When I watched him again recently, Mariel hadn't seen him, and I rewatched him, and Obi-Wan actually grows as a character. So I do have to say, of Attack of the Clones, probably the best part is Obi-Wan kind of sleuthing around on his own. Did you hear about what George Lucas said about Episode 7?
How he's excited to see it for the first time.
Yeah, he had a concept for Episode 7 that he wrote forever ago. He had a treatment.
Oh, really?
A treatment. And a lot of people were thinking, I wonder if they're just taking that and running with it,
Yeah.
And he announced today, he's like, I heard, they didn't use any ideas that I had.
Wow.
They completely wrote anything.
Huh. Well, honestly, good.
Yeah, that's good. But what I was saying, though, I don't know when the last time it was you watched the prequels.
Been a while.
But I watched them again all recently, and it really is interesting. Like I said, no one really develops. It's like, Anakin, he's a kid, suddenly bad.
Yeah.
That's not a fucking development. I mean, It's just like overnight he goes bad. Obi-Wan is the one character when you think about when I watched them all back to back, I was like, wow, Obi-Wan actually grew and changed. Like, he was a kid. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this and this and this and this. And then the second movie, oh yeah, I'm training you. No, I can do it. I'm a master. He acts like he's Mr. Jedi Master.
Yeah.
And then the third movie is him going, I failed. I fucking failed. I completely...
Yeah,
And at the end, like, they're like, what do we do? Like, what do we do about, like, the child? Like, the babies that he had or whatever? And he's like, he basically sacrifices himself. He's like, I'm going to go into hiding, but I'll watch over him. Like, he says, I'm out. And it's like, wow, you're the only character that had any arc.
Yeah.
Everyone else, it's just, okay, arrange them into where they need to be for episode 4.
Right.
It's boring. But Obi-Wan actually...
He's the one we give a shit about.
Well, yeah, it was actually interesting. I was surprised when I rewatched it. Yeah, Ewan McGregor was great. And he said in an interview, he's like, if they asked me to do it again, I would.
Yeah.
Interesting.